Welcome to another informational video of Lights IT. In this video, we are going to talk about how to configure an email, POP3 or an IMAP email in Outlook. So there are a lot of people who ask me in my personal messages and all regarding configuring emails in Outlook and how to create a PSD file to save their emails onto the local drive, take a backup, and also how to create rules to move emails across folders or to an archive folder, all these. So I'll be making this as two-part video. In the first part, I will just show you how to configure an email with a POP3 or an IMAP, and in the next video we will talk more about tips and tricks of Outlook. So to start with, as I don't have any other POP3 or IMAP email, I will show you how to configure your Gmail ID as a POP3 email on Outlook. So let's start. So to start off, I have a test account which I have created. So this is my test account, and to start with, we will have to enable POP3 or IMAP in Gmail to make that downloadable to the Outlook. So for that, first we will have to open up Gmail, log into your Gmail account, go to the settings tab here and just click on the settings tab, go to settings. Okay, once there, you have a lot of things where you can configure, like your general labels, inbox, account and import. The one which we are interested is in forwarding POP and IMAP. Just click forwarding POP and IMAP. There you can see the options to enable POP and IMAP. So the major difference with POP and IMAP is the POP will get the complete email downloaded. A copy of the email is downloaded to the Outlook. In IMAP, what happens is like the email structure, whatever it is there in your webmail, that is replicated to your Outlook. So when you want to configure a local copy, then I would suggest we can go for POP. So here in the Gmail, we just enable POP for all email. Okay, and so there are two options, whether you can enable it for only the emails which are coming from now onward, or enable POP for all email. And also there is an option, there are two options. One is delete. So what happens when the email is downloaded to Outlook, whether you want to keep the Gmail's copy, where you want to mark the Gmail's copy as read, archive the Gmail copy, or delete Gmail's copy. So when you select the delete Gmail copy, what happens when the email is downloaded to your Outlook, then it will delete the mail from the Gmail. So better we will keep the copy in inbox itself. Okay, in Outlook also we can configure these options, which I will show you later. So that's all. You just enable POP for email and just click save changes. Also, in case if you want to know how to configure Outlook, the configuring instructions are given right away in the link here, configuration instructions, where you have your Outlook outgoing mail server, incoming mail server, what port to use and all. So let's go and save this configuration and start with configuring Outlook. So once the setting is saved, now we will go to Outlook. So this is a fresh Outlook which I have installed. So there are a couple of ways where we can install or configure Outlook, the mail in the Outlook. So the first option, we can just open up Outlook the fresh way, and it will try to load the profile, and it's the welcome screen. Just click next. Do you want to set up Outlook? Yes. So here in the email account, I would say manual setup. Click next. POP and IMAP. Click next. Here you can configure all your details and click next and finish. So this is one way of configuring it. The same screen, this same screen can be accessed from the control panel as well. So I would prefer doing it from the control panel. So let me go to the control panel first. Just go to your start run and type in control. It will open up your control panel. There you have an option mail. click on mail. Okay, so there is no mail profiles configured. So first we will configure a profile. I will say let's IT. So click OK. So the profile is configured. Once after that, the same the screen when we open Outlook for the first time, the same screen will come up. So you say manual setup, click next, POP or IMAP, click next. Then we will configure our email, okay, your name, your email ID. So here you will have to, you can select whether it's a POP3 or an IMAP. If you have selected IMAP on Gmail, you will have to select IMAP here. As we have selected POP3, I'm going to keep it as POP3 itself. And the incoming mail server will be pop.gmail.com. Sorry, that's a typo. And smtp.gmail.com. So these all instructions are available here. When I see this is the incoming mail server, the outgoing mail server, and so once it is done, so you use the login information as your ID and password. Okay, click on remember password, and once it is done, you have to go to more settings. Okay, and here in advanced, you will have to change the POP3 and SMTP port, because we are going to use an TLS, the encrypted way, SSL, and so here it is given require SSL S, require TLS S if available, and requires authentication S, and port is 587. So these all settings we will have to set up in Outlook. So this is where it says the authentication part, where requires authentication S, that is the option what we are going to set here. My outgoing server requires authentication. So the authentication we will use the same as of my incoming mail server. Same username and password we will use for authenticating my outgoing server as well. So in the advanced settings, we will set up the POP3 and SMTP. So this server requests SSL to automatically change the POP3 port to 995, which is the default port, and you will have to select SSL here, and the outgoing port will be 587. Here 587. Okay, so it is a TLS is what they have mentioned, so port for TLS, so I mentioned it as 587. So as I mentioned earlier, where we have an option to delete the email from the inbox, so that is the option which you have to set here, whether you can leave a copy on the server. If you uncheck this one, it will not leave a copy, it will just download and remove. So if you check this one, it will keep a copy on the server. The second option is if you want to remove after a couple of days. So this option is good if you are having a limited POP3 server. For example, your mailbox is only 1 GB. Okay, so you can't keep all your mails on your mail server. Okay, once it reaches that 1 GB point, it will stop working. So what we say is like once the mail is downloaded, you just if you are having multiple devices to download emails, that's when we keep a buffer of around 15 days or something. You can, whatever time you want to, you can set it here, so that after that much days, the older emails will keep on deleting from your mail server, so that you will save space on the mail server. Okay, once these all options are set, just click OK and click next. Once you click next, it will automatically test the account settings, or you can manually test the account settings. Okay, and so here there is one more option where you have a new Outlook data file and existing Outlook data file. So if you are using a PSD file already and you wanted all your mails to be coming to that, for example, you have configured the same Gmail account on another machine and you are changing the laptop, so you take a backup of that PSD file and move to this laptop, Then you once you move that PST to the new laptop, you just select on the existing Outlook data file and show the file where it is saved. As this is a new configuration, I am going to keep it as new data file, and click test account settings. So it may run onto similar kind of problem where it will keep on prompting for your password even you are putting your password right. So this happens mainly for two reasons. One, whether you have enabled two-step authentication in Gmail. Okay, two-step. If you have enabled multi-factor authentication or two-step authentication, like or not only password, you will have to authenticate from your phone. In that scenario, it may pop up like this. Also, in case if you are using an older email client, so in my case, I am using an Outlook 2013. That's the reason why is it always prompting for the password. So to work around this issue, what we can do is just go back to your Gmail account, and I'll just cancel this, stop, close. Okay, and I'll just go back to the Gmail account. So go to your Google account. Okay, just go to your Google account and manage your Google account. Okay, so here click on security and allow less secure apps. So you just allow that because mine is an older Outlook client, that's why it's prompting for that. If it is an newer Outlook client, it may not prompt you this. Once you enable that, you can just go down and click test and it will work. One more thing, if you have multi-factor authentication allowed, where two-step verification, currently in my account it is off. If you have on this, then you will get an option to generate an app password, okay, for mail app, and you can just create an app password for your mail from this device and just put that password as your password and it will work. In our case, I haven't enabled two-step verification, so I just enabled the less secure app access, and once it is enabled, you just click on your test account settings and it should work. Yes. Okay, so it is completed. Just close, click next. So again it will just go and check because we have put a tick mark here. Okay, finish. That's it. Click OK. You just scroll down and open Outlook. Okay, it's just getting the Outlook done. Yes, see, all my mails are coming down. Okay, so that's how you configure Gmail on an Outlook. So that's all for my first part of this video. I will be showing how to create a separate PST file and how to set up rules for your Outlook mails to go to a separate folders. All those things I will be showing you in the next video. So till then, thanks, and if you like this video, just go and click subscribe and like my video. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.